Actress BiolaAdebayo shares her grass to grace story. So, in an Instagram post, she shared a picture of her hawking bread posing for the camera, and in the caption, she said the picture reminded her of her humble beginning because she used to hawk different things on the streets, but she was more popular with bread because that was the last thing she hawked as a young adult seeking admission into university. It was a tough time for her because of hawking and having to lose several admissions because she couldn't afford to pay. And she said a few people can attest to what she went through. According to her, she said, I lost 4 different admissions because I couldn't afford to pay. It took me about 7 years to finally get into uni, but today I'm not just a graduate but a master's degree holder. It wasn't easy, but in all, I never stopped loving God and hoping. And of a truth, God has been very good to me. She said, I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. The reason for my epistle, however, is to encourage someone. Please don't give up on your dreams, no matter what life throws at you. You are going through those challenges for a purpose. Just keep praying. Put God first, be diligent, keep working harder, get better at whatever you do on a daily basis, and stay focused. Your light will soon shine. Of course, I feel like almost every Nigerian can relate with BiolaAdebayo's grass to grace story, and most of our movie celebrities and movie stars actually rose from dirt into the success story that they are today. Take, for example, actress Funke Akindele before the audition and then getting the role in I Need to Know. And even years after her role in I Need to Know, when that series ended, she was jobless for a long period of time before she started her Jennifer series and then started making it from there. And now she is a force to be reckoned with in the movie industry. And there are several other people like a Small Doctor, for example, was a bus conductor for a while. Most of our movie stars, especially any average Nigerian, especially even people who are not movie stars, who are literally doing well enough for themselves in their chosen fields, actually started from the literal bottom and somehow have had to work their way to where they are today. Because BiolaAdebayo graduated university a long time ago, University of Lagos, where she studied history and international relations before she proceeded to study public administration for her second degree, master's in the University of Lagos. But she has actually not convocated because UNILAG has not held a convocation since 2019. So she's hoping to convocate very soon, and they're actually happy for her. However, Nigerians have reacted to this claim, with some saying that the post she uploaded, the picture she used for that caption is not an old picture because it is not reflective of the state Nigeria was when she said she was open for admission. But then if you really read that caption or you really heard what I said, she explained in the very beginning that the picture is a reminder of her humble beginning, meaning that the picture is not a capture of her selling bread almost 20 years ago, but it is a picture that was taken on a movie set for a role she is portraying. And then seeing that picture reminded her of where she was 2 decades ago, and she decided to encourage somebody. Is it a problem to want to encourage you people on social media? The same people come online to say, celebrities just flaunt their wealth in their faces, they don't share their story. Someone has shared her story and you are here trolling her and saying the picture she used is an old picture and her story is not real. How dare you come and invalidate someone else's life story? If you're going through something and you need to express that, you can express that, but you don't need to make someone else feel terrible for deciding to share their life story. BiolaAdebayo, as a person and a public figure, is actually very private. Few people know what exactly is going on in her private life. Even in 2012, when her engagement to a London-based entrepreneur named Ola broke, few people knew about the engagement and the breakup of these two. And she has remained single ever since then. Her real age is not known. We all know that she was born on the 23rd of December and that she is from a polygamous family. That is basically the only thing we know. We also know that she's doing very well for herself because she's worth over 500,000 US dollars. That is increasing it for inflation and what is happening currently with Nigeria's economy. So how can you come and say that her story is not real because she decided to post a picture out of a movie scene? She also said people can attest to that fact. For her to say you can go look for witnesses because she already knows that Nigerians somehow want to be the villain in everyone's story is just a terrible thing to do to anybody. Because people actually came to her defense. She said people are saying people should read well before jumping to conclusion, that if you do not understand what someone has written, hold on, go through the comments, and I agree with this. Look at people's reaction and then react accordingly. I mean, use your senses, because outside of that comments, people are actually sharing their own stories, relating to what she had gone through. Because like I said, almost every Nigerian has a grass to grace story. It might not look like you've gotten to that place of grace as an average Nigerian, but then if you actually pay attention to it, you realize that somehow you've moved from the dorm and you are in a place of comfort. And if you want to tell that story, it's going to be hard. If you heard Mayokon's story too, even though he is the son of an influential and affluential Nigeria, his mom is an actress herself. But then he still has his own moments where he went to work in a bank and they paid him, I think, 5,000 naira or 7,000 naira as at 2010 or 2012. He was a starving and a hungry Nigerian. Wizkid Ayo, a tweet of his to MI resurfaced recently about 7 years ago, where he was begging MI to notice him. Every Nigerian actually has that kind of story. So you can't come and invalidate someone else's experience. What exactly is wrong with you? Or am I the one thinking that way? I feel like it is not right. Even if she decided to post a fake story, it is her story. Let her share her life experience however she wants to share it. Davido says he has a story of being broke. We have all refused to listen to him talk about being broke. Because he was not born in Nigeria, he was born in the United States of America. So that's like a privilege already, and we have refused to see past that privilege and head start he got in life. But he shared stories of when he and his cousins were flat broke, even though they were in the US. Although being broke is relative, so I think that is where Nigerians are coming from, because he could have $1,000 in his account and be claiming to be broke, and Nigerians are like, $1,000 makes you a rich Nigerian, But then he was broke. But look at him now; he can't lay claim to being broke, even though he says among his siblings is almost like the brokest, because his sisters and other family members who work for family are actually doing well and are well off than himself. So don't let us invalidate anyone's story. I feel like this has gotten to a pep talk, but then BiolaAdebayo shared her story, and we can only be excited for her and what the future holds for her in the industry, because being in the industry for more than a decade is something. She's been there for over 20 years. That is something that is worth celebration, because she has made a name for herself and has grown ahead, and she has even gone ahead to produce several movies of herself, which is something to be proud of. Anyways, let me know what you think and share your grass to grace story in the comment section. I'll be there waiting for you. Bye.